Alright, welcome to Ill-Gotten Games. We're doing a little bit of a Theros Block draft today, so we'll go ahead and get into the pack. A lot of good blue. We're seeing a very playable rare, which is probably what we're going to be taking, but also Sigiled Starfish and Hubris, very good. So it's kind of unfortunate. We're probably going to be putting the person to our left in blue as well. Let me see some of these other cards. Yeah, there's not really too much going on here. Occult Dryads is definitely playable. Feast of Dreams also playable. The Hoplite is pretty good, and I do have a preference for red. I think red is very good. Obviously not as good as it was in Triple Theros. The format seems to be a little bit slower now, so the aggressive all-in heroic archetypes aren't as good. But yeah, hopefully someone to our left will open something outside of blue and stay out of our way, but we can't really pass up the chance to go super big with Daring Thief, and maybe we'll get one of these two cards back later. Alright, so back here we have what is this guy? See, this is my problem with mythics in draft. What are you supposed to do with this? What are you supposed to do with this? Let's look at the blue cards first, because I do really like blue, and I'd like to stay blue here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the blue cards are very good. Countermand, not really playable in my opinion, and Triton Shorestalker is something that you can definitely play with. You want things to put on it to like bestow creatures and some combat tricks, things like that, but I wouldn't want to take it early. Deserter's Quarters, not really a card. I will make a note. Uh I do like the 5 color deck in any format. I like trying to draft it. I'm not going to tell you it's good, and I think we're just going to be taking Crewfix here. I do like blue green. I think blue green is probably the best, if the second best, if not the best color combination. I don't think we're ever going to be able to activate it, but the ability to sort of ramp yourself by not casting a spell with your mana, not irrelevant. This card's not very good. Font of Fortunes is pretty good. So what we're looking at here, either Font of Fortunes, Font of Fertility, or Supply Line Cranes. Cranes is very good, and getting it at any point is sort of a signal that white is open, because I think any white drafter would just snap this off. And I do like white-blue a little bit, like with a white-blue aggressive heroic archetype is pretty good. So I think that's what we're going to take. Really, we're just passing up on Golden Hind is probably... I don't know. It's tough to say. Golden Hind is probably the best common, but I like Supply Line Cranes more, so I think I'm going to go with this. Evasion is just really good in this format. That's definitely a tough pick. Alright, so Warwing Siren, not as good as I originally thought, and Ravenous Lucrota, definitely not as good as Golden Hind. So, what do we have in blue? Nothing. We get another counterman here. Tethmos High Priest. This card's pretty good, right? It's definitely good if you have a lot of 2-drops. Problem is, I'm not really seeing too much more that I'd want to take. I think Tethmos High Priest is good. I'm just not sure if it's better than Golden Hind, Golden Hind is very good, and Mana Acceleration is very good in this format. I don't know. I'm going to take, sort of bouncing around a little bit here, but I'm going to take the Golden Hind and try and go blue-green. It sucks abandoning Supply Line Cranes, but I think that's what the packs are telling us to do here. So Occult Triads, very good to see. Font of Fortunes. I think the pick here is really between Font of Fortunes or Rise of Eagles, and I think Rise of Eagles is very replaceable. Like there's lots of big stuff you can be doing in this format, and I do like Font of Fortunes quite a bit. The enchantment is relevant for all your constellation, and card advantage. It's just always good every format. Here we have pretty much the same pick. Trailblazer is actually very good, and I think a lot of people underrated it when the set was first spoiled. But it's already like you target it once, it's a 1/5, and that's basically like unkillable, you know. Here though, we have basically the same pick again with Font of Fortunes and Oakheart Dryads. I think I'd want the first Oakheart Dryads over the second Font of Fortune, so I'm going to take that here. Red card, not really worth anything. This Bloodcraze Hoplite is a very good card, but we haven't really seen any good black prior to this, and we don't have a reason to take it here. Be happy with our Oakheart Dryads. Market Festival. I'm tempted. I'm always tempted. Wasn't this a card in Innistrad too? Oh, I guess it was in Innistrad it was like a aura. Whenever this or another enchantment enters the battlefield, target creatures +6. No creatures in your graveyard. There's just so many like strange. I don't like keywords like this that like don't all do the same thing. What am I taking here? This could be it. I think I'm going to take Market Festival. Ooh, Font of Fertility is great. Yeah, we're really happy to see that here. Market Festival is not really great, but getting Font of Fertility after it signals to me that green is pretty open. And here we see our wheel. Stonewise Fortifier, pretty good. It's not really that great. Very replaceable. I think Rouse the Mob probably. Well, I'm going to take Stonewise Fortifier. It's the best card here, but I think Rouse the Mob is probably what I'm most scared to play against, and I'm definitely not playing the Stonewise Fortifier at this point. Unless, you know, we open some really insane white card. Could be doing it. We could be doing it. Or could we? We're going to take Colossal Heroics here. It's a great heroic enabler. It's a good combat trick. It's definitely no Symbiosis though. That's true. And Disorder's Quarters again. I just don't think this is a card. It's so expensive. Like, why do you want to pay 6? Font of Fortunes, good. What is this? Sacrifice a creature? Okay, yeah, no, I don't think so. Do we want the countermand? Do we care about this? I think. Oh, Rise of Eagles is a great pickup there. Take Forest. I want to play against as many Font of Iris as possible. What I was going to say about. What was I going to say? What I was going to say about countermand, I don't like if your deck is good, I don't think you want any of these in it. Like it's just not strong enough. But that said, I think one of them is playable. I think having a counterspell for something big is not unheard of. Wow, Akron Skyguard, very good. Nyx Wolf, okay. I'm not sure about this. Maybe an opponent casts spell, you may exchange control. Yeah, I don't think this is really a playable rare. It's tough to say. Divination, not too exciting. We can definitely get these later. The Tide Serpent. Siren Song Lyre is okay because it lets you create a tapper, and tappers are very good in this format. Is it better than Nyxborn Wolf? I think probably. I think removal is good. Akron Skyguard, definitely the best card here. I think I'm just going to try and stay on color and take Nyxborn Wolf. Ooh, Snake of the Golden Grove is excellent. Oh, another Siren Song layer. That's strange. Wonder if there's like a print run concept I'm not aware of yet. Bolt of Kyranos, probably the best card in this pack, I would think. Nullify is also very good. So we would be happy to pick that up as well. But I think Snake of the Golden Grove is more what we want. Or Peregrination. You never know. It takes a true pro to know when the Peregrination archetype is open. And I think it's when you're wheeling market festivals. I think it's there. maybe in a future draft I'll force 5-color for your guys' entertainment. But not today. Today we're going to try and be reasonable. Oh, okay, so we've got another snake, but I don't think we want to take another 5-drop. Silent Sentinel? Oh, wow. White is so open. White is so open. Or is it? Is this a playable card? Enchantment card? This doesn't seem horrible. Chorus of Tides is okay. Sword Eye Centaur also pretty good. You know, just builds devotion quickly. I think it's between one of these two cards. I think if we were smart, we would have just been in on white. I think we'd be playing white-blue at this point. We'd have a Skyguard. We'd have some of the decent, you know, combat tricks we saw in the first pack. Do I even care about this? It's that Market Festival deck, man. I'm gonna try and stay disciplined though. I'm gonna take the Swordwise Centaur. 2-drop. It's aggressive. Builds devotion. It's pretty much what I want to be doing. Alright, Starbreaker is pretty good. Crypsis is okay. It's full of black cards. Asphyxiate is very good, and so is Revoke Existence. I don't know about Sanguimancy. I've not really seen anyone get away with this card. No. So the real question here is, are we gonna... I think the pick is between Starbreaker and Kraken of the Straits. And I don't think we're going to be missing on the fat. You know, I think that we're going to have enough expensive stuff. And a 4-drop is already pretty expensive. It makes me think maybe Crypsis is better. I'm going to take Starbreaker. It's definitely a decision point. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I really haven't drafted this format yet, so you're kind of getting to see my first thoughts here. No, oh, never. Sunstorm is ridiculous. I can't imagine not taking it here. What are these inspired guys? This card is good. This card is also good. This card is okay. I think Sunstorm is what you want to be doing though. Not too much of a decision there. Plea for guidance. Counter's favor. Well, Fall the Hammer is the best card in this pack, bar none. But I'm going to take the Setessan Oathsworn. We've got a little bit of a, you know, like a little bit of a heroic deck going. We've got some enablers, and also we've got some ramp to get to bigger things for like Bestow. So this could be working out pretty well. Oh, Scouring Sands is great. There's just so many like smaller heroic guys that this answers on curve, and getting to kill your guy or multiple guys and scry 1 is just insane. Let's see, what does this do? What is this creatures in graveyards thing? I don't get it. I don't think we. I guess maybe we do. I was gonna say I don't really think we want Floodtide Serpent. This does not seem good. Stratus Walk is pretty good. This is not. My gouge is also not. Next Warner Rollicker is okay. I think the pick here though is Either Faded Infatuation or Divination. I feel like a more disciplined player would probably take Stratus Walk. It feels like we have a little bit of a bigger deck going, and maybe we don't need another Heroic Enabler. I'm gonna take Faded Infatuation. I haven't played with this card yet. It seems sweet. Perplexing Chimera came back too. Which I think we're gonna snap off. Like, we can't play any of these other cards. Oh, excellent. Nullify Wield. Perfect. Very happy to see that. No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna Kaka Scouring Sands here. Not that it really even does that much against us. Calling Mark? I can never see playing this. It's a sorcery, and like, why? I just can't. Heroes Podium. Sure. I don't even know why. See, part of me like resents junk rares and mythic rares. Like, why can't you just have different sets? Sets that are meant to be drafted and sets that are meant for constructed. So you have a cohesive draft set like these are basically from the uncommon slot down. Sets nowadays are very cohesive for limited. They're designed for limited. But every once in a while, you get these weirdo rares that are really only playable constructed because they're such niche effects, or sometimes they're just flat out bad. But these cards really don't need to be in. They just don't need to be in your draft environment. They don't really add a whole lot. Looking at what's going on here, no blue really, but the green is very good, so we're happy to see that. I think Nylea's Emissary is the pick here. I haven't really seen anyone get away with this. I just don't think that's what we want to be doing. I feel like you want to be going big instead of going wide. That's my opinion, at least. Leaf Crown Dryad, also very good. Probably one of the better commons. And hopefully we wheel something intelligent out of this pack. Like there's a Staunch Hearted Warrior or a Nessian Courser we can get back. If, nothing better. But I think we're happy to see Nylea's Emissary here. We could certainly use more 2-drops, more early drops to go here because we have a lot of 4s and a lot of 3s. Although we're probably not playing this countermand at this point. Alright, Steam Augury. Oh, whoa! Bomb! Certifiable bomb. Like, how do you beat this card? This card is ridiculous. Sedge Scorpion, also very good. Fate Foretold, definitely playable. But yeah, Sea God's Revenge, that is. I hope we draw that and cast it several games in a row. Erebos Emissary, very good. I'm not going to take it here, but it is an excellent card, as well as Read the Bones. So we're either in on Prescient Chimera, Traveler's Amulet, or Crackling Triton. I could also see an argument for, actually, Guardians of Meletus might just be the pick here. The card is very good. It's very easy to underrate this card, too. 6 is enough toughness to really block some serious meat out of your opponent. We're going to lose to this Portent of Betrayal, I can almost guarantee it. I think the real question is, do we want another flyer? I feel like the answer's got to be yes, but having early drops is so important. I'm going to take Prescient Chimera just because I feel like we need it. Sedge Scorpion, definitely what we want. Keepsake Organ is too good. The uncommons in this pack have been very strong so far. Been very impressed by the uncommons in Theros Block. Kind of makes up for how doofy some of the rares are. What does Mnemonic Wall get back for us? Well, Sea God's Revenge, Rise of Eagles, Sudden Storm, Faded Infatuation, if that's a thing. Is this a combo? Is this a combo? We have broken limited. We did it. Just every turn, pay 3, scry 2, get an O4 token. Yeah, we're gonna take Sedge Scorpion. Thassa's Bounty, okay. Nylea's Disciple, I think, is exactly what we want, though. It sucks that it's another 4-drop. We'd really like to get more 1-drops and 2-drops, just so we can have something to do in the early game, not to get run over by Heroic. And we kind of missed out on Aerial Formation, which is one of my favorite cards. Ooh, Anthusa. Rewarded for playing green. This card is not bad. Definitely not bad. Somebody's white Heroic deck, though, is incredible. And Nykthos? Let me make sure there's actual nothing in this pack, right? This is not a card. This is, and this is, but they're not even our colors. I'm sure Nykthos is worth some nominal amount of tickets. Who knows? Alright, we have a main deckable removal spell in Fade into Antiquity or Karametra's Acolyte for ramp. We also have Guardians and Elitists here. I think we want the Fade into Antiquity. We don't really have any removal at this point. Okay. Okay. I guess we're taking the Breaching Hippocamp. The question is, how goofy do we want to get with trying to splash things off of Market Festival? Or even, not Nykthos, or even like a Traveler's Amulet, which we could be picking up in the next couple picks here. I think for that reason, I think I'm going to take the Destructive Reverie, just on the off chance we can get some red going. Fateful Trolled, excellent wheel, definitely going in our deck. Guardians Meletus, excellent, definitely going in our deck. Satyr Hedonist, probably not going in our deck. Thassa's Bounty, probably not going in our deck. So I think this turned out okay. Our deck seems pretty mediocre. It's missing a couple things. It's missing another Golden Hind, which we could have had, so that's totally my fault. And it's missing something like Nemesis of Mortals, maybe, or Aerial Formation, just some bomby way to close out the game. Alright, so going into building here, you're definitely going in our deck. You're definitely going in our deck. We'll consider you for later. At this point, I think I'm starting the Guardians of Meletus. Definitely starting with Fade into Antiquity. I'm going to count this as a 3. Bestowing this is good, but I think it's probably going to be a 3 most of the time. It's unclear whether or not I want to play that. Emissary, definitely in. Starbreaker, definitely in. Snake's in. Enthusa's in. Font of Fortune is definitely in. Fate Foretold is in. It's gonna be interesting to see how much this Daring Thief. This is our first pick, and it was not 100% clear cut. It's not impossible we want that back, but I think it's worth playing. Definitely. Sea God's Revenge, definitely in. And we're at 23 here. So we've definitely got some things we could consider. We have 2 ramp spells in here right now. Market Festival is just so slow. I don't think we want the Market Festival. That will come another day. There will come a day for that, but it will not be today. Yeah, I think that Prescient Chimera is probably just better than Rise of Eagles. Especially with no way to recur this. We didn't get the blue get instant or sorcery thing back, and we didn't get Mnemonic Wall. So I kind of like this. I don't hate this deck. Let's see what the land. This Faded Infatuation's really gonna really gonna tilt the scales here. Let's see what Moto thinks, because Moto's always right. Moto, I think in this case, is right. Yeah, needing no double blue for Nullify and apparently triple blue for Faded Infatuation. What does this really get us? Let's see. Like, it's definitely a combo with Snake. It's definitely a combo with all of our heroic guys, which unfortunately there aren't that many. Yeah, maybe we just don't want this. Maybe we want a more easier to cast card, like a more sound card for the mana. In which case, I would think Colossal Heroics is probably what we want. Yeah, I don't hate that. So, yeah, this looks like what I want to be playing, 7-10. So, we'll go ahead and submit, and I'll be back for round 1.